Hi everyone, welcome back to Viraj. Happy Sunday. And I have Keshav with me. A lot of you are asking, why isn't Keshav coming on podcast? So I requested Keshav and he humbly has agreed to come to the podcast.
No,
He said, for my fans, I will come. Not for you, sir, but for my fans.
no, but the good thing I have to tell you guys is I'm improvising myself that at sometimes I'm taking content for Birich nowadays. So I'm also trying to give contents to Birich. Sir asked me to refer articles, channels, newspapers, and everything which goes along with the trend. Try to get it in our channel. Try to make it as a content and put it in our channel. So I am improvising that, and that's why I'm not able to do videos. And today, sir asked me to come sit. That's
But Keshav is managing Birich channel in terms of production, editing, and uploading. And he's trying to streamline the content. So I've given a little bit of a free hand. And I've told Keshav, since I want him to learn more about YouTube and how YouTube works, I told him whichever videos is just me or him or Shashwat, I've given him a free hand to decide on the content, what we should talk about, how the video is presented. Like this mic was his idea. He said for podcast, having a mic, recording it on the mic is a better audio quality experience. And he said it also sends a visual cue to the audience that we're doing a podcast by saying this mic. So I hope you like the audio because we are recording on a Yeti mic. And I hope the audio is good. Aside from that, today's topic, I pulled it out of having a conversation with Keshav. Keshav was asking me, sir, are you wearing Apple Watch or is it some other watch? So I asked Keshav, why? What do you think? He said, sir, it looks like an Apple Watch. I said, there lies a problem. He said, what's the problem? I said, you're forming a stereotype. He said, what is a stereotype? I said, your stereotype is a mindset where you see one thing happen, you think it is true throughout. You assume if you see a white swan, that all swans are white. Until they found a black swan in Australia. Then they realized there could be black swans too. So that's a stereotype. Another famous one which my mother told me was, being with my father, she was very wealthy and they could afford to buy very expensive jewelry. But most of the time my mother wouldn't. She would be wearing imitation jewelry. But everyone, because my father's wealth was associated with her, assumed whenever they met her outside in a family function or whatever, that she's wearing diamonds and gold. And my mother would be profusely saying, no, it is not, this is imitation. But everyone just assumed because of my father's wealth, she must be wearing diamonds and gold. So that's another stereotype. So why are we talking about stereotypes today? This is true in investing. We look at people who are wealthy. We look at people who have made money. Or in quotes, as famously, a lot of Shashwat's generations, or my son says in quotes, they look rich. But the problem is they're not rich.
yeah, sir. They pretend to be rich.
Correct.
There is a thing called first copy, sir, for everything. If you,
Explain to our audience what a first copy
So
is.
first copy means it has all the qualities of an Apple Watch, but if you have an Apple Watch, you can connect with Apple devices only. I think so, sir. But if you have that first copy, you can connect to any devices, sir.
This was
But
news
it's
to
free
me.
access.
In my generation, we just call it pirated products or imitation products. But in Keshav generation, you have first copy and you have second copy, third copy, many
Yeah.
copies like this. And he explained to me and he educated me that first copy device looks exactly like the original device, meaning it could look like an Apple Watch, behave like an Apple Watch, have the features of even of the Apple Watch, but it will not necessarily connect with other Apple devices in the Apple ecosystem like the Apple devices do. He says that is the only drawback. He says other than that, in the first copy, it does independently, it works as an Apple Watch or whatever, an Apple device which you have bought, like an AirPod, whichever. By itself, individually, it works great. But when it enters the Apple ecosystem, that time communication breaks down. He said that is the major fault of a first copy. And of course, the first copy, let's say a brand new Apple Watch Ultra will cost you 75,000, 80,000 rupees. This one imitation will cost you what, 5,000 rupees?
5 to 8, sir.
5 to 8,000 rupees. So,
Even I can demonstrate you that we have some first copy Apple Watch. Look, resembles little same only.
no, I'd say it's pretty spot on.
Yes, sir. When you turn the back, it says Ultra, sir.
It's pretty remarkable. Meaning, I'm a layman. So if someone dropped this, imagine if I had an Apple Ultra watch which looked like this, I left it on the table, someone came and left this watch and took my watch, I would probably think this is my watch and I would have no reason to think it wasn't. It looks really remarkably the same. So this is the problem. And as an investor, this can be a big problem when you're investing in stocks and shares. That's why I wanted to talk about this. stereotypes. We believe all of us have these prejudices, we have these stereotypes, where we believe we have a set model in mind that this must be true. And we assume that all of it is true. It is useful to have mental models because the world is full of information and as it is very complicated. Having mental models as a human being is one of the ways we process this world. So we know a fan will go like this, a light switch works like this. We don't keep on questioning it and testing every single thing. But the downside of that is having a mental model like that in a complicated process, we cannot put a simple algebra or a simple equation to this. This is the reason why intrinsic value calculations don't work.
Okay.
Because intrinsic value is a complicated thing. It's like predicting the weather. You cannot just take a simple equation and slap it on that and say,
it is the intrinsic value.
Yeah, especially when you have lots of unknowns in it. Meaning you have a future discounted price, you have a future projected cash flow, and you put all that, everything you're predicting. So you're just having intuitive guess.
Correct, sir.
If I ask you how long will it take from here to Perungudi to drive, you cannot tell me the exact time.
Correct.
You will assess. Then you'll say, sir, but I do not know how traffic will be.
Correct, sir.
I do not know what will happen with rain. I do not know if MRT, that subway they're building, that problem is there. Then I don't know how you drive, sir. Finally.
So correct, sir. Sir, when you tell about stereotype, I have an example, which is the one I got it from you. Because when you and me do a video, when we talk about Tata, I simply say, sir, we can buy Tata because it's trustworthy. You always say, it is Tata, okay, but we need to do the analysis before getting into Tata itself. Because Tata is a brand which
everyone believes,
which is known by trust. But it is not something you can blindly jump into.
True.
So even it is Tata, you want to do the analysis. That time I get to know that stereotyping types.
Correct.
That I stereotype Tata as whatever Tata do is right only.
Correct. And that's not true. Like Anand famously keeps saying, Vaire Usi. He says just because it's a diamond needle, it will still hurt when I poke my eye with it.
Correct, sir.
So same thing is in Tata, because the problem with Tata stocks is the other extreme. Like I was telling you, if I wear even a fake watch, people just will assume Vinod sir must be wearing a real watch.
Yeah, sir.
Same way the reverse is also true. If someone, like my watchman, I give him an Apple Watch as a gift, and he's wearing a real Apple Watch and having a real iPhone in his hand. When you drive by, you'll just assume that he's got first generation or whatever, first copy. Or a second copy or third copy, or someone's gifted it him. Because in your mind, that mental model is that guy can't afford it.
Yeah, sir, true.
So this is the same problem as an investor. When we see, flip of it is, we think all Mukesh Ambani's Reliance related businesses are going to be wrought with problems. Only, we don't know what Mukesh is doing. All the things Anand has told you is stuck in your head.
Correct, sir.
So when I say Reliance, even if it's not a Mukesh Ambani company, it just has Reliance in the name. You will just assume that it's a Mukesh Ambani company.
Yes, sir.
Same way it's true with Tatas. Let's say you see a company saying Tata Pet Shop. You will just assume that it's a Tata company.
Yeah, sir. Yeah, sir.
And India is rife with it. Imitation products, like you saw first copy. India, everybody takes whatever logo is going very well. You have Godrage's Goodrich.
Yeah, sir. Adidas, Abibos.
Correct.
Yeah, sir. Yes, sir.
And even the guitar, Gibson guitar as well as Gibson.
Okay.
So name copying in India is prevalent and it's there. It's true in stocks and companies too. So when you list, when you see a company name, you should not fall in the trap of a stereotype. You should keep in mind each time you see a company that you see it with a beginner's mind, like you're seeing it for the first time. And that is a very hard thing to do.
Yeah, sir. Sir, but everyone who comes as a beginner to the stock market, they all tend to choose the brand and then the like penny stocks like something, sir, because a penny stock will cost around like 1 to 10 rupees, sir. So what they think is if that stock is 1 rupees, if I
put
give
1,000
100,
rupees.
put 1,000 rupees, I have 1,000 stocks. If it get 1 rupees,
it becomes 2 rupees, 3 rupees.
It will be 3,000, 4,000.
Yeah.
They are simply thinking later and are investing in penny stocks. They are stereotyping at penny stocks as treasure.
That is why, because that stereotype, what has happened is people like Junjunwala stories are permeated. Where Junjunwala bought Titan for 2 rupees or whatever. It's there in the media.
Yes,
in way back 30 years ago, Junjunwala was a nobody. His father gave him 10 rupees. Then he borrowed with his wife jewelry for 5 rupees. They'll build a nice story because it sells. It's like a Hollywood movie. You don't see a Rajinikanth movie and immediately think you're Rajinikanth walking around like robot, like in Nethiran or whatever the recent movie which you saw, Jailer.
Jailer.
You don't assume that you can also go into a room full of bad guys and start hitting everybody. You don't walk into a hotel and start beating everybody up, thinking nothing will happen to you. So, but for some weird reason, in the stock market, people think that. They think Jhunjhunwala bought Titan. He didn't know anything about it. So, I will also take a bet. What they don't tell you is, Jhunjhunwala, before he bought Titan, he did homework to find out if it was a value stock.
Correct, sir.
He did homework to study it. That is not interesting in the story. If I write you an article, right, or show you a movie where Rajinikanth, the first 45 minutes of the video, he's eating idli for breakfast. There's nothing. You see him getting up, brushing his teeth for 5 minutes. Then he goes to the bathroom. They show you the closed door of the bathroom for 10 minutes. You hear flush sound, and he comes outside. Then he coughs a little bit. He sits down on a dining table. Coffee comes. He slowly puts sugar. He's mixing. You're waiting. You're thinking something is going to happen. Something is happening. 25 minutes is gone. He's eating one by one little idli. He coughs a little bit, drinks a little water. Then he's walking. Then he takes newspaper and he starts reading.
So still we will wait for him, sir, because we know what Rajinikanth will do.
Yeah. So then imagine the movie ends. You'll go mad.
Yeah, sir. We'll get pissed, sir.
You'll not be angry with Rajinikanth. You'll be angry with the director, the story writer, the producer, the theatre.
Use Rajinikanth like this?
Yes. You'll be angry with the theatre. Everybody.
Yeah, sir.
But not Rajinikanth.
Yeah, sir. True. Correct.
Even if Rajinikanth comes out and says, it was my movie, I wrote a story,
we don't accept that.
You will not accept it.
Yes.
No. That is stereotyping.
Understood, sir.
You get stuck in a mold. It's very hard to come out of it. It's like people assume if you have the certain hairstyle, you wear certain clothes, that you're an idiot. You're a goof. You're not someone who's supposed to be taken seriously.
Okay.
Because a college student has a certain look. So a 40-year-old man dresses like that and you walk, that means something's wrong with him.
Yeah,
like a lot of people telling me, sir, please wear white shirt. It bothers them that I'm sitting and wearing Naruto shirt, wearing anime shirt, and I'm wearing all these things in my hand.
Because
they find it hard to take me seriously.
Because
they're
they
like,
are stereotyped.
A serious person should be like a professor. Should always wear shirt. Should look serious. Should have short, clean hair. Should be shaved. And should look directly at the camera and have a serious voice and a slow voice and talk like that. If he's like this and he's talking like this, can't take him seriously.
Understood, sir.
So, this is something you should try and avoid doing. To keep a beginner's mind at all times and to see things with an empty mind. So, you can actually see opportunities there in the market. Because if you fall prey to this, where you constantly put things into boxes, which is useful, like I said, to live in a complicated world, you need to use boxes.
Correct, sir.
You cannot be sitting and learning how to turn the switch on and off every time.
Yeah,
right. But at the same time, when it's a complicated process, when you're investing, you should always have an open mind. And you should try and get rid of all your stereotypes.
Okay, sir.
Correct?
Yeah, sir.
It works both ways. But remember, you miss opportunities. You might put your money behind bad things also. Just because Mukesh Ambani is a great guy and he's running a great company, everyone put money into Anil Ambani. So what happened to Anil Ambani?
He went.
To the point, if Anil Ambani starts tomorrow a new company and he issues an IPO, people will subscribe to it. And he'll be shocked. He'll be like, sir, what? He lost all that money. He put all those companies down. He's still going to court and fighting. Okay. They're asking people but why are they subscribing to him? Because Ambani.
Yeah, sir. But the main problem is they don't know the difference between Anil and Keshav Ambani, sir. They're just seeing the name Ambani. Yes. That is Ambani is the
Dhirubhai Ambani did it. And they love these stories, romantic stories. Like Rajinikanth movies, no? He'll have a lot of money. By intermission time, he'll lose everything. He'll be zero. Yes, then he'll take that 1 rupee. He'll say, with this 1 rupee, he'll be standing in the pavement with some dog going next to him. He'll look at it. With this 1 rupee, I will rebuild everything. And the second half of the movie is him rebuilding with music montage going and him walking like this, and I just show animation of him, overnight becoming fully successful. And by the time the sound sequence is over, again he's become 10 times richer. And he's standing there, and the bad guy is very upset. Then I destroyed you, and you come back. They all think, because of that romance in the mind, we think of the stereotype and we think rag to riches. We hear the KFC story. We hear so many guys who have come from zero and become heroes, and we assume everyone is going to do that. Then the FOMO is there, fear of missing out. Everybody's putting money. There must be something there. Herd mentality,
Yeah, sir. If everyone puts their money on something, automatically mind will think that even...
and that's how they pump it in media also. This stock is oversubscribed.
Yeah, sir.
oversubscribed, subscribe 20 times,
20 times for subscribe. Yeah,
50 times, 100 times.
Yeah, sir.
So you feel, oh, okay, I might just throw some money at it. No, everyone's doing something.
Got it, sir.
That's why it's a double play. When we say in Hinduism, Govinda, Govinda, we shout, no?
Yeah, sir.
Same time when everything is gone, although you say Govinda.
Correct, sir.
Chalo. That was an interesting conversation with Keshav. I hope you found it entertaining, not like my lover boy behind the camera who was yawning and sleeping in the whole time. I guess he must have had a long night yesterday. What, Karthi? No? Thanks for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one shortly. Bye.
Thank you. If you have any suggestion related to contents or something, you can post it in comments.
Or you can catch Keshav on Instagram and DM him.
Yeah.
He does reply to DMs. He's much better than me, trust me.
Whatever you are going to send me, it is going to be in his DMs only. So let's see. Thank you.
Thank you.